I want to have a quick chat with you about a little segment that I put together. It's called Out and About with Urban One, metro area. This week, it's going to be the area of South Perth and the surroundings. It's just a quick little drive from my point of view in that area. So if you see something that takes your fancy and you want to go out and have a look, that's great. Enjoy. Okay, now I'm driving east along South Perth Esplanade. As you can see, there's the ferry in the background. They're crossing over. We're heading towards where the ferry takes off and comes in. There are a few speed bumps here. You will need to take cautions when you come out to here on Saturdays and Sundays, as you can see on the left hand side there's parking, but that's Monday to Friday parking. You're not allowed to park on the right side of the camera screen on weekdays, but on weekends it's acceptable. So both sides of the road on busy days are completely chock-a-block with vehicles that are parked there. So overall it's quite a nice area to come and visit, and you can get here on the ferry if you wish to do so, but you will need to find parking somewhere on the northern side of the river. There are plenty of multi-storey car park areas on the northern side of the river. Plenty of spots, but obviously parking can get quite expensive. On the right hand side is Coco's. It's a little restaurant, well, not a little restaurant, it's a reasonable sized restaurant. It's a nice place. A little overpriced for my liking, but hey, you get that. Now I'm just heading down to the end of the South Perth Esplanade Road. This is the end of it, where the turnaround bay is. Just here. If I continued, that's just a parking area. You can't go any further than that. So now I'm heading west along South Perth Esplanade, and I will show you Men's Street in a second. That's Men's, not Men's. M-E-N-D-S, Men's. So I'll just head left here. It's a small shopping precinct near the jetty. Parking is an absolute nightmare if you want to park along here. As you can see, it's an absolute nightmare. You don't want to get a ticket, so abide by all the parking rules. So here's a little shopping precinct on the left hand side. This is a crosswalk, obviously, so I have to stop. And continuing on. Now this set of traffic lights continues as Mill Point Road. However, I'm going to go left, which is, Men's Street goes straight. I'm turning left onto Mill Point Road. I'm going to head down to the car park, and I'm going to drive past the zoo area. As always, the parking is absolutely chocker on weekends. However, on weekdays there's a reasonable turnover, so you can get bays on a regular basis. It's all pay parking. The zoo isn't exactly the cheapest of places to go,
but overall it's quite a nice place. I've been there quite a few times. So I'm just heading down to where this bus is turning in, because that's the zoo car park, or one of the zoo car parks. So I'm on Mill Point Road at the moment, and I'll be going left into, right into the zoo car park. All this large gable fencing is all the zoo. Getting the old speed bumps. So all this parking is all staff parking, and all this yellow zone's all designated bus and taxi parking. Some of it's loading zone. Okay. Pop over this crosswalk and I'll pull into this bay just here. Here we go. And yes, Perth Zoo. Here we are, the main entry to the Perth Zoo. Obviously they're closed at this time. It's 5:30 in the afternoon and they're closed, but this is the official entry to the Perth Zoo. Has all the prices along the top, just underneath the eaves, and these roller doors are all open during the day. As you can see, there's the prices. I'll get a little bit closer for you. Adult $34, child $17, concession $27, senior $27, and a mini group, which consists of 2 adults and 2 children, is $89.20. Zoo Friend members free, which is your yearly entry. For a adult it's $88, child's $54. Individual prices for an adult is $99 and child is $56. And you can use it for a period of 12 months. So if you decide to come to the Perth Zoo, then, and you live north of the river, you can drive, or you can get the ferry. There is also public transport available. You can get that from the Perth CBD. You can get it from the Perth Central Busport. So, or you can drive. I think I'm a little lazy, I just drive everywhere. So I'm heading around. This is the back side of the zoo. This is Onslow Street. Again, this is all parking that's available for you. So come check it out. It's quite nice. I do suggest taking adequate food and drink to the zoo, especially with the tin lids. They're going to need a lot of water. There is a little cafe and stuff like that in the zoo. However, the prices can tend to get a bit higher than you'd really want. Quick tip for you: buy yourself 9 or 10 or even one of the 24 packs of water. Stick them all in your freezer the night before, and then put them in one of your cold bags so they're all frozen. And then when you get here and you're wandering around, your bags just go to your water, it's just going to defrost in your bag over the course of the day, and when you need it, it's there and it's nice and cold. So it's a really good little tip for you, especially in the hotter weather. It does get very, very humid in the zoo itself. Very, very humid. That's not every day of the year, but quite a few years it is very, very humid, and the reason for that is because there is a lot of enclosures and stuff like that that are climatized specifically to suit the animals. This is the Kwinana Freeway. It joins north and south of Perth, basically. If you go north, Kwinana Freeway will turn into Mitchell Freeway, and you can get as far as Yanchep. Then heading south, you can head as far as virtually Mandurah on the freeway, and then it turns into Forest Highway, and then from Forest Highway you can head as far south as you want, all the way to Albany if you want. As you can see, the train lines in the centre of the freeway, that goes from Perth to Mandurah also. Alright, apologies for that. Had a few work duties that I needed to take care of. So, now I'm going to take you down Canning Highway. Again, there's the Mount Henry Tavern. Good place to take the tin lids, bring about, have a night out, nice, relax, just do yourself a favour. If you're going to have something to drink, space your drinks. Preferably if you have a breathalyzer in your car, use your breathalyzer. Make sure you're under well under 0.05. 0.05 is the West Australian legal limit for alcohol. So try and keep yourself under 0.05. So now I've just gone off Manning Road. That is an entry to the freeway. I've just skipped that and I've gone up the hill up to the Canning Highway exit. This is the Canning interchange. Below us is the train station under the bridge, and this top side is for buses. A lot of students utilise this going to places like Curtin University, going into Fremantle and places like that. So the public transport in WA is quite good, except the downside or the negative is at sometimes it can actually be costly. So you're better off getting day riders and stuff like that rather than paying per trip. It's much more cost effective. So this is Canning Highway. Now Canning Highway on the eastern side of the freeway, it may seem like it's quite a long road, but it actually isn't. It's not that long at all. Like right now we're going to drive down about 3/4 of it, only the eastern side of the freeway section. All the way up to Berwick Road. Berwick Road is as far as I can go. That's where my district ends. So I need to remain in my district. Oh, fuel prices have gone up a little bit. Appears to be a little bit of congestion. I'm not too sure actually why, considering it is only 1:20. Now this is Thelma Street. Excuse me. This is Thelma Street. It heads to Labashire Road. You can use this street from here, from this location, to get to the zoo. You just go down Thelma, you turn right onto Labashire Road, and you drive down to where the zoo parking is. It's one of the easier ways for people that live south of the river to actually get to the zoo. They can go straight down the freeway, heading freeway north, turn onto Canning Highway as you saw me do, and then taking this left onto Thelma Street and then turning right onto Labashire Road, following it all the way down until you actually hit the zoo itself. And continuing on, this is Preston Street. There's a little pub there down there called the Carolee. I'll show you that in a little while. Very nice pub to go to. Very nice atmosphere. Nice place. It's really good to take the tin lids there. They love it. Now the funny thing about the South Perth district, which I find strange, not a lot of other people do, but I actually find it strange. There is a Coles on Angelo Street, on the corner of Anstey Road and Angelo Street. There is no Woolworths in this whole district. That's including Kensington, Como, South Perth, Carrawarra, Waterford, Manning, Salter Point, the whole main front district of South Perth, the foreshore, the whole lot. There is no Woolworths. It's surprising for an area this size. There's 5 IGAs, and there's a Coles in Waterford and a Coles in South Perth on Angelo Street, but no Woolworths. So now we're coming up to the halfway point on Canning Highway between the freeway and where it turns into Great Eastern. This is a halfway point just here. This is Douglas Avenue. If you follow Douglas Avenue southbound, stay on it and just continue all the way down Douglas, you will hit Curtin University, and if you go just past that, you will hit the Department of Corrections training facility. If you head in a northerly direction on Douglas Avenue, you will hit Mill Point Road. So typically the traffic's not that bad here at this time of the day. However, there's a reasonable level of congestion at this present point in time. Now I can't go to the end. I will need to peel off at Berwick Street. Berwick Street is the next set of traffic lights. This set of traffic lights heading left is Mill Point Road. So if you're on Canning Highway heading from Midland or Belmont or the like, heading towards us, so in a westerly direction, you want to turn right onto Mill Point Road and follow Mill Point Road all the way down. You will hit the zoo if you want to go to the zoo. The Windsor Hotel's down there too. That's worth a look. I don't recommend going on a Friday or a Saturday night. There's a little bit of riffraff. So we're just going to peel off here. So this is Mill Point Road. This is the very end of Mill Point Road. If you can see the sign there, Perth Zoo, I'll follow it round. And now I'm on Mill Point Road. This half of Mill Point Road runs adjacent to Canning Highway. And now you'll see there's a set of traffic lights coming up, and that is Douglas. Okay, I have another task that I have to take care of at work, so I'll see you all in a few minutes.
So that's just a quick little view of being out and about in South Perth and surrounding areas. Take the time to go and have a look. We should all be going and enjoying things in our own backyard as often as possible.